A fine afternoon to enjoy our national pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Felix Hernandez gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Brian Dozier heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
At the plate, Joe Mauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, nothing in 1. 65 degrees, our temperature here at first pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Trevor Plouffe gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Shoots this one to first, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting fourth.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Hernandez comes set. 1-0 on its way. That's inside. 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2 out here and a runner at second. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Set to deliver on 2-1. to 2-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Phil Hughes gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
Here now is Nori Aoki to start things out in the home half of inning number 1.
Leading off for the Mariners, left fielder, Nori Aoki.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Bat explodes as this is popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second is Aoki. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
No one out with a runner at second. That evens it up 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Escobar is right there, and a good throw gets him. 1 gone. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's got light tower power. Make a mistake up in the zone, and you better be prepared to see it leave the yard.
Robinson Cano will stand in here in a matchup of 2 guys who know each other pretty well.
Yeah, teammates for a long time, and I'd say that maybe favors a hitter a little bit, but I guess it could work both ways.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
The 0-1 on its way to first. Oh, and this goes right past him. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, with one out and the infield back, he knows he can pick up the RBI with just a simple ground ball. But he winds up with more than that, as this is going to find a hole for an RBI single.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a fat strike zone, but I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
And this happens even to the most veteran catchers around. He just sort of nonchalants this one behind the plate, and they're going to wind up scoring at a pass ball.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Adam Lind, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with two away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
And you'd think that one mound doesn't differ all that much from another, but sometimes when you're on the road, it takes an inning or two to really get a feel out there, and this one wasn't even close.
Here he comes on 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producers swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Striding into the box, Seth Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. A play at the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head to inning number 2 here at Safeco. It's the Mariners 1 and the Twins nothing.
Leading off for Minnesota,
Eddie Rosario makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Hernandez looks in. Here's the delivery. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. On the ground to the left side. Seager has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 52.
Number 52 steps in now. Right there for strike one.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That there is what they call King's Court here in Seattle. They, of course, are here for the man on the mound, Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, they started the cheering section in 2011, and it really took off. Now you can expect to see mobs of fans in yellow shirts every time King Felix takes the mound at home. Into the windup and the pitch. Eduardo Escobar is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
Left side. There is Seager. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Seth Smith strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Right fielder, Seth Smith.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Got him.
And we'll get in tight here and give you a look at how he grips this curveball. You'll see the wrist action on the finish as he lets this thing go. And that one had some big-time snap to it.
Here's Leonis Martin, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8th, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Chris Iannetta gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, a lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Grounded to short. Escobar scoops it up. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. His club trails 1-0. A sight to be seen. The great Pike Place Market here in Seattle. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Kurt Suzuki is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Hernandez gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Now a swing there from Suzuki, but he was too far in front as this is going to be back up into the stands. A foul ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Smith has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, the Mariners were given a great boost by the start turned in by this man, Felix Hernandez. Picture perfect there. He's our tops player of the game.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. But nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 1-0. So long from Seattle.
Our final line